Mary here, and welcome to a new edition of Books and Cookies Book Talk featuring my favorite shirt, who speaks to the inner nerd in me, which is actually not very inner, but that's a different story. I was tagged by the awesome Rebecca at the Book Hangover to do the Sisterhood of the World Bloggers Award, which is basically a simple question and answer tag. She asked me 10 questions and I'm supposed to answer them, then tag 10 people and write my own questions. And this is going to be so fun because this is my first tag and I feel like I'm part of the gang, you know? I'm like rolling with the cool kids now. I got tagged to do a thing. Yeah, this is awesome. First question, where do you purchase most of your books? There's a bookstore, I mentioned it in a previous video here in Romania called Ochian. And I get most of my books from them because they're very cheap. They deliver really fast if they have the books on stock. And I've never ever had absolutely any complaints with them. I hardly to almost never go to bookstores because they're a lot more expensive than buying the books online. And second of all, they have very few books in English, which is the language I primarily read in. So bookstores are, they're not a possibility for me over here. Okay, second question. What's your favorite genre and why? Again, I have mentioned this before. I absolutely adore young adult fantasy. It's my favorite genre in the world because it is, simply put, awesome. There are amazing young adult books set in the fantasy genre. They have kick-ass characters, they have amazing worlds and plots and ideas, and it's just all very, very awesome. My favorite books are young adult fantasy. Number 3, who is your favorite female author? Why? I cannot. So you have J.K. Rowling, who is like a queen, but then you have some awesome newer authors that I have come across, and I absolutely adore both their writing. And that is Laini Taylor, who wrote the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy, and Sarah J. Maas, who has written the Throne of Glass series, of which 3 books are still scheduled to come out sometime, hopefully soon. But yeah, these 2 ladies are absolutely fantastic. They both have their unique writing style, which is why I cannot pick one of them. I love them both so much. Okay, number 4. Who would be your book girlfriend? Oh my. I don't know. I have a girl crush on Selena from the Throne of Glass series because she's freaking amazing. Like I know she'd just kill anything for me. Like if someone comes at me and told me that, I don't know, I didn't look good today or they insulted me in any way, may the gods have mercy on their soul, because Selena would absolutely tear them apart. Yeah, she reads as well, so you have kick-ass girlfriend who also likes to read and who likes to eat candy. Yeah, definitely picking Selena, no question. What is the 5th book on your to-be-read list? Tell me about it. I have no idea what the 5th book in my to-be-read list is because I change my mind constantly. I can never stick to a preset list of books that I'm supposed to read in a month or in a year because my mind just keeps on changing. It depends on my mood a lot. It depends on the state of mind that I am at a certain time. Right now, the 5th book will probably be City of Stairs by Robert Bennett. It was a gift from a very dear friend of mine who has raved about it. I haven't seen anyone else reading it. I know it's something fantasy, and I've heard, like on Goodreads, it has a really high rating. So I have huge hopes for it, and hopefully it will be awesome. I have no idea what's going on there, so yeah. Number 6, have you bought any books purely because of the cover? If you have, which ones? If you haven't, why not? I tend to not buy books because of the covers. I am very, well, I'd say limited in my funds for book buying. So I tend to not buy books based solely on their covers. Like I'd rather spend my money on books that I know I might enjoy, despite their covers, if it's good or not. Number 7, what do you use to decorate your bookshelves? Stuffed animals, like tiny stuffed animals. I have, I think, about 10 of them. Number 8, are there any books you feel you need to read but are intimidated by them? At this particular time, probably House of Leaves by Mark Z. Danielewski. I've started that book. It's about 700 something pages. It's a really weird book. It's so difficult to explain, and I actually put it down at some point because I got frustrated and annoyed with it. But yeah, I want to finish it, but it kind of intimidates me. I also have the Lies of Locke on my to be read. I own the book, but it's like this. It's a small paperback. It's this yay high and with tiny print, and I am afraid of tiny print, so I just loathe the tiny print. You can give me like a book that's this big. I will not mind if the print is huge. Don't give me a book like this with tiny print. No, it's like the bane of my existence. Number 9, what book do you never want to be made in a movie? Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Amy Taylor. The last time I've heard, there was a movie deal in project, but I hope it falls through. I love these books so much, and it's, from my perspective, it's too complex, a way too complex of a world to be able to put into a movie and to do it justice. It's just, it's so beautiful, and I am just so afraid that a movie will ruin it. I do not want a fate for this book that was similar to Percy Jackson, that was similar to City of Bones, to the Mortal Instruments, even though they're getting a TV show right now, and so far the casting is fucking amazing. But that's a different story altogether. Yeah, I do not want to see it in a movie. There are some books that should stay just as books because their magic cannot be expressed through a screen in a movie theater. You just can't do it. And the last question, what is a surefire way to make you to not finish a book, to put it down? Lousy writing. So, I can deal with not a plot that's not so good, with characters that aren't that well established and hashed out. But if the writing sucks, I will put it down. If it's too confusing, if it's just plain stupid, I will put the book down. These were the 10 questions of the tag. I am now tagging Olivia Shelton Books, The Boy Who Cried Books. I know it's Sisterhood, but we have to stick together, boys and girls as well. Las Páginas de Alex, Adele Clayton, Celia and Her Books, Irina Citește, October Reads, Laurie and Kitty Books, OMV Reads, The Ship and the Wolf. And now on to the questions that I have prepared for you guys. Number 1, your favorite secondary character. Number 2, most underrated series. Number 3, best cliffhanger. Number 4, most unusual book you've ever read. Number 5, favorite book to movie adaptation. Number 6, biggest bookish pet peeve. Number 7, pick one book not series, because I always cheat with these. Pick one book to reread for the rest of your life. Number 8, how many books have you bought this year and how many of them have you actually read? Number 9, most loved villain. And number 10, most anticipated 2015 book release. So this was it, guys. I had a lot of fun doing it. I hope you guys have enjoyed it as well. And I will see you next time. And remember, books for the soul, cookies for the tummy. Bye everyone!